Hi, this is Shadi, and today we will be discussing Bökh techniques, their terminology, what do they mean in both Inner Mongolia and mainland Mongolia. But before I start this video, I just want to say thanks to all my Mongolian friends, particularly Lavelle Marshall, who is in Mongolia, and of course Chi for supplying me with so much footage, and of course the terminology and the meaning. This video we will just do that, compare it to Japanese Judo, and you will see from the meaning of some of the techniques, you will see that they are trying to do something else, but they end up doing the same. So the first technique we'll be looking at is Jin Datta, or Havira in mainland Mongolia, which means to gnash or like rub, do things forcefully together, like they say, gnashing of the teeth. This is your classical Hiza Guruma. It's not doing from the bottom of the foot because obviously they're wearing shoes, so the side of the ankle or side of the foot, the inner side, blocks the knee. Let's see another example here, and of course you have the jacket playing a big role. You are playing in a, I would say, distance range that's not completely the clinch, and it's not your classical kumikata where there's like distance and you have the slack of the gi. You are somewhere in between, which makes it very special as a grappling art, in my opinion. You have the jacket, it's heavy, it doesn't move that much like your gi, and it's not 100% a clinch here. Like you see, you can really pull down, create distance, while the others, they just pull down without slack. They keep really close distance between the chests, and then you have your leg with the shoes doing a little bit of a difference also. Next is Choho or Sohyo in mainland Mongolia, which means to kick or to like strike with the leg. So it's not blocking like Sasai Tsurikomi-ashi. So here you see he snaps down, he doesn't lift and pull like the term Tsurikomi. And also he kicks the leg, he doesn't just block it. So here you have two differences, one with the upper body and two with the lower body with the leg. Sasai Tsurikomi-ashi, to lift, pull and block the leg, and you have Choho, which is to kick or strike the leg. So obviously learning terminology is very important, and you see all over the world people are naming the technique as a description as to what they're doing. Next is Hishige Datta or Duktra in mainland Mongolia, which means to pull down literally. So that this is what you're doing. This is your Uke Otoshi, but you have your Kosoto Yake feint to it. As they lift their legs, you can easily pull them down. Here you see Dashdeva of Mongolia carried it beautifully into Judo. Obviously he has more gripping options since there is the dogi. So he grips the belt and the sleeve with the other hand, feints with Kosoto, pulls him down beautifully. Very swift, very beautiful and aesthetic, lands in a very dominant position, beautifully done. The next is Gusa or Ete, which means like a foot sweep, and Ete means to like control someone and carrying them with the direction that you want to take them. This is what it means essentially. It can be either Deashi or Okuriashi Harai, or foot sweep. Now, the next one is the Ge, or what we call Ochigari. It means to hook or hook the leg. And you see here the over and under control with the jacket and the hopping in order to get them to the ground. The guy is far larger than him, but nonetheless he was technically superior. You see the ring with the colors around the neck. This is to show that this is a high level athlete or grappler. Let's see it here in Ochigari. It means major inner reap. It's a reap, not a hook. But in competition, you have someone that knows what you're doing, that knows Judo, it's gonna resist. So Ken Ochigari is very popular in competition. Here you see Kosei Inoue winning the 2003 World Championship against Antal Kovacs. Here he has the lapel grip and an armpit grip, and hops forward with the Ochigari for the Ippon. Let's take a look at a very basic form of Ochigari, the reap rather than just the hook. You reap the leg, you take it off base, and you push down with your hands in order to take them down. Very different than the term de ge, or to hook a leg. Here they are trying to actually reap the leg. This is the basic form of Ochigari. I'm sure you can pull it off in competition if you set it up right. Next is ganjigla homro, which means turn over, and this is what we call uchimata. Now you are turning over, so basically they're giving a lot of importance to the upper body because it is turning over. So as Keiji Suzuki says, the most important part of uchimata is your tewaza, or your hand, your kuzushi, and you punch down the mat. Here you see the Mongolians are paying not homage, but importance to it. Here you see Kosei Inoue doing the same, turning over a far bigger Sagara of Peru. Here you see pushing down with the hand, turning of the sleeve. Obviously, the thing that, well, the beginners like me, they forget about uchimata is the upper body control. We are often very concerned with the, hooking the leg, lifting it up, and trying to take someone down. But here you see homro or ganjigla really pays importance to the upper body control. It means turn over, like I mentioned, obviously with the leg and the hands. Let's talk a little bit about the gripping. Like I said, it is a range of motion, or the range of grappling that's in between the clinch and your classical kumikata. Here you see Tsukenbetar, Kashbetar on the fighting films, or Superstar Judo, demonstrating his gripping tactics. He pushes, he lays his head and gets an over and under. He's not chest to chest to maintain control like in no gi, because he has the gi grip, so he doesn't need to be chest to chest. He still maintains a little bit of distance, puts his head to control him from doing anything big. And you see here his over and under won him an ippon against none other than Shohei Ono, one of the best, had very few losses in his career, and one of them was your Mongolian grip finished with uchimata. So there's a lot more techniques. Obviously, I will put a pinned comment, as you see, for the other techniques, some of them in Mongolian Bökh and Swai Jiao. Thanks to Lavelle Marshall again, and all my other friends from Mongolia for really giving me a lot of information and footage. So if you have anything else to add, please let me know down below. If you are Mongolian and you think that you can shed a lot more light on something, please let me know down below. That will mean a lot to me again. If you have anything else to add, let me know. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. I have exclusive content for the patrons only. I post once a week there. And also, please do not forget to check out Josh Simon's shop for t-shirts and jiu-jitsu historical articles. This was Shadi, and as always, thank you for listening.